Okay, now we are ready to do example 14.1. So we are given a chemical equation of 2H2 plus O2 yields 2 moles of water. So this is a composition reaction. The first thing is it is already balanced. You're not going to have to balance these equations. So that's one good thing. However, we did the Lewis structures before, and you may have thought you would be done with those for the year, but like most other things in this class, it comes back later on down the road, and you've got to remember what you learned. So in order to be able to calculate the delta H, so it says use bond energies to determine the delta H of the following reaction. All right, so one thing we have to remember is the bond energies that are given on page 420, which we will be using to complete this calculation, they are for 1 mole of breaking those bonds. So if we have 2 moles given by the 2 here, if we have 2 moles of the HH bond, all right, this would be an HH bond, all right, we have 2 moles of them. So we would actually have to break 2 of the HH bonds, all right? And then we have O2, and we have to remember from our Lewis structures before that there is a double bond between the oxygens. All right, so we're breaking the double bond between the oxygens. All right, and then we are yielding now 2 moles, so we are going to be making bonds. All right, so we put 2 in there, or we write out 2 waters. So it would be the H2O, right? H2O plus another H2O. All right? So we have to account for the bond energy for every bond in here. So we've got to account for this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. All right? Now, if you remember, the delta H is going to be the energy of breaking the bonds, okay, minus the making. All right, so we have 2 moles, right? We have 2 of these HH bonds that we have to break. So we have 2 moles, right? And we have times each HH bond requires 436 kilojoules per mole. All right? That's just for the hydrogen. Okay? So our moles cross out. But we still have another bond to break before we can make these bonds. All right? So we have the double bond between the oxygens. And that is 498, and there's only 1 mole, right? Only 1 mole. So we have 498 kilojoules per mole, right? But in order to add these, you need to multiply it by 1 mole because the moles need to go away, all right?